Hello everyone, welcome to the Reaper Podcast. I am your host, John Reaper. I am working on a lot of stuff, so this is going to be awesome. You guys, this is the 100th episode of the podcast. I know. It's been slow, but I'm actually going to have 3 guests on. Of course, welcome back, Wacko Zacko, Nico, Simon, and of course, the most beautiful and talented J-Han. We're going to be getting them back on here. I'm going to be talking about a lot of topics that is relevant and is pretty damn awesome. I do want to talk about it a little bit here and there, and holy crap, it's going to be extremely awesome. So we're going to get them on, and we're going to, it's going to be tremendously awesome. Guys, don't forget, go to my Patreon if you guys want to donate $1. I'm actually going to redo my Patreon a little bit to make it a lot cheaper. Like, it's going to be like $1 for this, $5. I think, I ain't going to go up no more than 20. Or maybe less. I don't know. Depends on what I'm doing, because eventually my AdSense is going to be taken away because of the whole YouTube thing, so that's fine, whatever. If you guys want to support me at least $1, I would be very appreciative. I hate to ask, but if you guys want to contribute me in that way to support my channel, to support what I'm doing, and to keep powering on, I'm going to do that. And I would just say thank you guys for supporting me, subscribing to me. Hit that subscribe button, notification button if you want more of the podcast. Yes, I'm plugging early. So, that way they don't hear the stupid, yeah. So, guys, let's get into the podcast. I have not done a 2-parter in a while. So, the whole window thing is going to be totally different once I get done with what I need to get done. The intro is going to be different. Everything's going to be different. I am actually working on that new stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be extremely awesome. So bear with me. So here we go to the break, and we'll be right back with our guest. Hey guys, whoa, mic way too high. Okay. Okay, I think it's safe.
My leg!
Damn, it keeps going, stop doing that. There we go. It kept, micing. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, sorry for that. But guys, I am here with Simon and Nico. Now, J-Han can't make it because she's preparing for the live stream, which is awesome and understandable. J-Han, you rock. So, yee. So, the first topic I do want to talk about with you guys is SpaceX.
Where the fuck have we been? That should be the first topic.
Oh, fine. Where in the hell have you two been?
Just derail shit.
Where in the hell you two been?
Okay, you go first. You go first, Simon.
I've been getting on with life.
Okay, literally there was the last time that I talked to Simon about the Reaper podcast was when he said that he was outside and he couldn't be fucked to go upstairs and get the Xbox on.
You couldn't be fucked?
That's what he said. And that was his exact words. I couldn't be fucked. And I was like, alright.
Yeah, well, at the time I was tired as fuck, so sorry, I guess. I don't know. Nico, fuck you.
You wasn't in a phase where you were just pouring all the time and masturbating, were you?
He was outside. He was sitting outside.
Okay, let me just say, I did that because, I was, my mom got home and we were going to just chill out and burn shit in the patio heater. Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna jack off in the few fucking seconds it took for my fucking mum to get down into the fucking garden. I'm not that fast.
Damn it, Nico.
Yeah, fuck you. You caused that joke, Nico. The
No,
blame
no,
falls on
you didn't see what I said in chat.
He said in
Yeah, I
chat.
saw it. 18 gigs of porn.
Woo! Okay. Now where you been?
Well, we're already in the top. We're already in the deep shit now. There's no point of ignoring it.
I had my heater on. Whoops.
Okay, so where have I been?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was the whole RV thing where we got kicked out of the house and we were in the RV. I don't think I had shown up on the show when we were in the RV. I had you on my podcast when I was in the RV.
Yeah.
But I wasn't I didn't go on the Reaper podcast because I had Skype, but it's just like anytime like it would be like, hey, Reaper podcast, and it's like no one really contacted me. I don't think. I think you mentioned it a couple times. Besides that, you just like, fuck it, I don't care.
Well, in my defense, I was dealing with shit. You know, I had personal problems that I'm not gonna divulge to on here.
But I know what you're talking.
Yeah. And then I had, which that was like a downhill, and I've been trying to recover ever since. The other one I've been publicly. Do what?
That's kind of what. So that's kind of like what have pretty much, like not in the same scenario or situation, but it's kind of like with me though. It's just like it's just like everything just kept going downhill and downhill, and now that I'm in a we're in a place, it's just like things are starting to slowly like come back up. That's why I'm coming back to YouTube and I'm starting doing more appearances and get things done. I've got a project in the works which I'm actually going to reveal in this episode of the podcast.
Ooh, nice.
I'll reveal it at the end of the episode. That's gonna be I'm gonna have my own topic.
All right. But, like, you know, there was that, and then the one I've already said on YouTube was that under circumstances, my son had to move to Florida. Yeah. So, and good news is that in the summer, he's actually going to come back for good. So
hell yeah.
So they're going to come back, and I've been talking with them. And the issue was, that was to talk to him was the phone lines. For some reason, the phone lines got fucked up, their phones, so they had to get new phones. So.
Okay, so you thought that they were like doing it on purpose?
Yeah, they were ghosting me or whatever, and I was like, oh hell no, you know, dude. Like I had numbers to CPS, I had numbers to the courthouse, dude. I was gonna just annihilate. You know. Yeah. And then when they contacted me and told me what was going on, like I never told anybody this shit, dude. I've done shit like I didn't even tell my wife. Like I was in covert, like fuck it, I'm gonna just be savage, cause I'll be damned. Cause dude, the last movie we went and seen was The Last Jedi. And dude, yeah. it fucking really hurt because after that, after a whole week, we went and seen The Last Jedi. And then we did Christmas, and then he was gone. You know, it fucking hurt, you know. And so, and to get the news that he's coming back, and it's like, he reminds me every time, don't forget. And I was like, hi, you know. So, and he can't wait for the next Star Wars episode
Solo?
9. No, he's skipping that one. He goes, I'll skip that one. I was like, okay.
What do you guys think of Solo? Is that the first topic?
Actually, you know what? It can be a topic. Okay, let me voice my opinion on the guy who playing Han. No.
I don't like him. It reminds me of Chris Pratt.
Yes, that who needs to be Solo. Chris Pratt needs to be...
Chris Pratt needs to be Solo? I can't see Chris Pratt without thinking of the fucking... What's his name from... me and Panda just recently been watching Parks and Rec, and Chris Pratt plays this guy.
Yeah, he plays Andy.
Yeah, Andy, yeah. I can't think of Chris Pratt anymore. I'm thinking of Andy. He's like the guy who like lives in the fucking pit right next to our house.
Well, like...
It's hilarious.
Well, to me...
I know a lot of people know him from serious things, but I know him from comedy.
Well, like he was good in Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
And that was his inspiration was Han Solo and Indiana Jones, for doing that. And that would have been perfect, dude. And like, I don't give a shit if he's tall and Han Solo. I don't care. He would have been perfect.
Chris Pratt.
Here's the thing. So, I think it's just I don't have a problem with Solo. I think it's gonna be a goofy little summer blockbuster. It's nothing to really light incense to and like ponder the fucking meaning of life. It's just gonna be a Star Wars movie. It's just gonna be kind of like Rogue One or something, I mean, can I spoil Rogue One? Because I think it's been out for long enough. I can talk about spoilers.
Yeah, it's been out long, so yeah.
Guys, spoiler warning. You don't want to hear fucking spoilers for Rogue One. Go watch the movie.
Go watch the movie,
Rogue
you
One, though,
asses.
Rogue One, though, was like, they made the movie specifically, just like kind of like they threw it out there. And, like, everyone dies at the end. Like, the thing is like, they wrap that up really well. Because it leads right into episode 4.
Yeah.
Just like in between like episode 3 and episode 4, the plot itself is just like really weird and kind of like there's some points where I was just like I think a lot of people are even like the motivation for the characters don't make sense or just various different things. But it was still an alright movie.
Can I confess something?
Yeah.
I actually fell asleep a couple of times. I had to rewatch it.
I think my dad did as well, or something, because like we were just kind of bored in the theater when we watched it. The thing is, it's like he like anytime it would show like a name of a planet, he'd lean over to me and go, "Yeah, that's the," and he'd say the name of the planet. Like, did you know that? Did you know it was the name of the planet? Like anytime that would happen, you lean over and be like, "Did you know that was the name of the planet?"
Yeah, because, like, every fucking time they bring up like, even the planet they've already been, they got to bring it up again. It's like, why? We will get it when you show us the place. Why do you have to keep saying the planet's name? And not to mention, the only 2 parts that I really liked out of the whole movie, and I'm sorry, the one who plays Jyn Erso is fucking hot. Okay, hot to trot. She is... Oh, but anyway,
I've only seen it once. I have literally only seen the film once, and that was in the theater.
Twice. I've only seen it twice.
I was kind of like, okay.
But the only 2 parts was when Vader shows up.
Vader! Yes, Vader was so awesome in that movie.
Of course, I liked when he was choking that one guy, and he's like, "Don't choke on your aspiration, director." I was like, oh.
It's Vader's back. That was so awesome to see Vader back on the screen again. Well, I know this is about Solo, but we're talking about Rogue One.
But episode 8, everybody has talked shit about it. To be honest, I liked it.
I did too. Have you seen I Hate Everything's video about it?
I've seen that to Angry Joe and...
Oh my god, Angry Biased Joe.
Yeah.
Angry Joe,
like,
no.
I liked him when he did the Ghostbusters, okay? I understand that. But then every fucking... Dude, we went and seen Insidious The Last Four Keys. That movie was badass, and I loved it. It was like it kept... I jumped. I never jump in horror movies. And I jumped. And I liked it. He
probably said it was shit.
He said it was lazy directing, lazy acting. He said it was just shit. And I'm like, no, it wasn't. Bullshit,
I think, like, he just kind of like... Okay, there's another video. It's like... it was called My Thoughts. It was a video essay, and it was called My Thoughts on Internet Reviewers or whatever. And this guy talked about various different, film reviewers. And the thing is, though, is that he mentioned Angry Joe. Like, he talked about like his video game reviews, and then he talks about his movie reviews, and he's like an extremely biased and awful is like just disgrace of reviewing, and it flashes over to a compilation of the Suicide Squad review where he keeps saying, "What the fuck do you what are you thinking? Internet critics, what are you thinking? This is a fucking great movie. Fuck you!" And then he's just like,
dude, Suicide Squad was it was okay, but it was a big letdown to me. It was a big letdown because they didn't put enough Jared Leto in it as the Joker.
It's biased. What I'm saying is those that Angry Joe's film reviews are biased, extremely.
Extreme.
Why
But
the fuck do you think he sucks?
I don't think he sucks. I like his content. I've always watched Angry Joe for like, God, I don't even know how many years. Like probably since like 2011. I've been watching Angry Joe.
Wait. Did you see the Star Wars one?
Which one? No, I haven't watched his
there's one where they're at
reviews.
the table and they're writing down. They have like all these facts or all this shit. And they're picking the movie apart for episode 8. They're picking it apart. But the funny thing is, everyone got on him and was like, "Fuck you! No, this is how it is." And he actually had to do another video and going, "We're sorry. We have to clear it up. We got a lot of stuff wrong that, you guys pointed out that we have to, go over it again and go over the right stuff." And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought, motherfucker. It was funny because, like, I don't know. Speaking of YouTubers, let's go on to the next topic. Did you see who's back?
Logan Paul?
Yeah.
The dude who...
Oh yeah, Mr. Filthy Frank 2018.
But
He's fucking dead rats. If he comes back and he makes a whole bunch of jokes like on Twitter, like these really kind of like sarcastic jokes. Like he did one, it was like, every retweet I'm gonna eat a Tide Pod, and there was another one where he's like, he goes, "I've been thinking about it." And there's another one he did. It was like, "I'm thinking about it, and I have a foot fetish." He said that on Twitter. He says like a whole bunch of weird shit on Twitter, and then he does this video where, he's fucking tased dead rats, and then YouTube was just like, "Nope, you're done."
no, what YouTube
It wasn't
did was
YouTube. It was Google. Google just went bam, gone.
And
Got rid of
YouTube's
his
like,
ad.
we're taking his AdSense away for a little bit. That's like, what the fuck? And
I don't believe this.
he even signed his own petition to delete his channel. Did you see that?
That was fucking hilarious.
But there
Didn't
was
he comment on it? Didn't he comment on it and say something like, "This guy's a fucking asshole"? And then he posted a picture. And I'm kind of like, I hate him, but I love him at the same time. It's like he's becoming like this weird entertainment thing. He's just like this just train wreck. You just watch this really strange train wreck happening in front of you.
Well, the one thing I didn't like is when he went to Japan and he was totally like, I don't get it. He was all about, he kept saying Japan's all about the respect, and then all of a sudden,
It's a joke. Yeah.
all of a sudden it was just like rampage, and like Japan don't even want him in their country no more. Do you see that?
Yeah, no, they banned.
And it's I don't know. And then he does this whole documentary about suicide. He's like,
And then right after that, he tased some fucking dead rats.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. Let's make some suicide jokes and tase dead rats. And he's like Filthy Frank is gone, and then Logan Paul was like, "Okay, this is my chance. It's my chance to take his place."
Yeah, but the thing is, Filthy Frank had, like, he had boundaries.
Sarcasm.
And, like, if you think about it, if you watch Filthy Frank versus Logan Paul, Filthy Frank had boundaries. Like, he didn't go out and
Find an actual dead body or something.
Yeah, and
if
like,
they found a dead body in a Filthy Frank video, it was like a guy pretending to be dead, and then he'd probably come alive and like start screaming in like a foreign language.
but like, I don't know, Logan Paul, like, I don't think he should get his channel deleted. But do you see how YouTube's like, they do this like, you know, oh, now it's going to be 1,000 subscribers, or, you know, or we're going to strip your partnership and everything away, and then like they're like, oh no,
and then they let their big partners do this shit. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and this is leading into my topic. I was gonna do it later on in the podcast, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it now because it's relevant.
Yes.
But, and you know what it's about. I think Simon knows what it's about. And yeah, I'm announcing it today, and I don't have like a release date, but yeah. So ever since that whole monetization thing, are you playing fucking cards, Simon?
Cookies.
What?
Fucking cookies.
It sounds like you're like shuffling cards. You're gonna play like solitaire or something. Okay, listen. So,
Cookie.
ever since the whole monetization thing, I've started to realize is like now more than ever, smaller content creators on YouTube are gonna start having a really hard time, you know, being discovered. Like, you know, you, me, even freaking Jayan. You know what I mean? I think Jayan, though, has, you know, ties and whatnot. Jayan will get out there. I definitely think. She's our star. She's awesome. She's like, I've always thought, like, why does she hang out with us? She's too cool to hang out with us. But anyways, so anyways, I've been thinking, though, you know, we got, you know, I'm just starting to think, like, we should start pulling our resources, start pulling together and doing things together. If we all get together into one group, start pushing out content, start, you know, advertising ourselves as this one big group, then we're going to start getting out there more. And that leads into my old project, which I kind of abandoned, but I'm bringing it back now.
Come on, Nick, quit cock teasing me. Let's go.
Laptop Studios.
There we go. Oh, I finished.
So Laptop Studios. Laptop Studios is it's like I said, it's gonna be a content creator conglomerate. It's gonna be like a network, be music, podcasts, videos, music videos, fucking anything that has to do with content. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. I'm actually moving over to Dailymotion as well. I'm moving my reviews over there. I'm gonna try to move my reviews and content over to pretty much anywhere I can, any content place I can, because YouTube, you know, this is like Boogie298's always said, like, you know, ever since, even before the apocalypse, he said, you know, you need to get your content out there. You need to get your stuff out there. You know what I mean? You need to move to more platforms than just YouTube. And that's my idea. I think that most of us now, if we really are serious about this, we need to start moving and transitioning over to other platforms and maybe like post both to YouTube and like another platform, so that, hey, YouTube blocked my video. Well, fuck you. It's on Dailymotion. Go watch that. You know what I mean?
And also, I wonder if anybody's bold enough to make a channel on Pornhub and like just upload, not porn, but just upload regular videos.
I don't people have done that. Big Money Salvia is here. Did that. Fucking Salvia or Eric from Comment Etiquette. He did that. What was it? It was like the Soy Boy episode.
Oh shit.
He went on Pornhub, was like, yeah, man, I do yoga all the time. Wait, that's not yoga, this is porn.
Oh. But, like, yeah, I think Laptop Studios would be a very awesome idea.
Yeah, your boy John Reaper's a part of it. We also got a lot more people a part of it. Again, it's like I'm gonna take some time on producing it, but yeah, by the time this episode comes out, which I think should be like Tuesday. Do you still do Tuesdays?
Yeah,
okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah, by the time this episode comes out, there will be a Twitter, and it'll be in the description of this episode, right, John?
Yes.
Right.
It'll be in there. Don't worry. It'll be.
and you follow to that Twitter, and you follow me, and you can get updates on the production and release of Laptop Studios. We're gonna get a Mixcloud. We're gonna get a Sound Mac, or no, Audio Mac. That's what it is. Both Mixcloud and Audio Mac are Mixcloud's for podcasts, and Audio Mac is for music. So yeah, we're gonna start getting that out. Yeah. You might even see some episodes of the Reaper podcast on
maybe,
Family Frenzy.
maybe.
No, I almost said Family Frenzy. I meant
which Fanboy Frenzy is another thing that I kind of lost like way touch of Ryan and everybody.
I still talk to Ryan, and I still have ideas for Fanboy Frenzy. I just recently detached the podcast from Fanboy Frenzy to move it to Laptop Studios, so that it's just a more stable place for me, because then I can control it. And I also felt, I was explaining to him, I said that I don't, because I feel like Fanboy Frenzy is more about shock jock, politics than, my podcast where we do an episode and we talk about fucking My Little Pony.
My Little Pony, Odin's pony. Oh.
Like we did that. We did that a couple episodes where it was like me and like Equestrian Idiot, and like we talked about like the new movie or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, I uploaded a Family Frenzy, and I'm like, this just doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about My Little Pony, and Ryan's over here talking about politics, and he did one where he was like, he gets a lot of people mad, and that's what's hilarious. There was an entire group that were like,
do 9/11.
What?
I don't know, a mix of My Little Pony and politics. Did the My Little Ponies do 9/11?
Exactly.
Best thing 9/11.
But like, yeah, like I was like for it, but then like he mostly does political stuff, and me, I don't talk about political or religion or like I don't like I talk about religion kinda. Like I like to know about other people's religion and stuff like that, but yeah, it's mostly like I don't sit there and force feed my religion or other people's religion, and I don't talk about politics because that's one of the three core things you don't talk about: politics, religion, and what was the third one? Elvis.
Yeah, no. If it's with me and if it's in the winter, and it's with me and Panda, it's the weather.
The weather.
Because literally, if I say I'm cold, she can say she's cold all she wants because she lives in Ohio and that's like the fucking tundra, I guess. But if I say I'm cold and it's like in the 50s, fuck me, because I don't know what cold's like and I need to just go die.
Wow.
No, she goes like she's done that before. She's like I'm just just completely going off like, it is 1 degree right now in Ohio. Fuck you. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm sorry. And then she does the exact same thing. She's like, it's super hot. I'm like, how hot is it? She's like, it's 75. And I'm like,
you don't know cold until you stand on a fucking mountain.
Why don't you come to Indiana when the Indiana weather just fucks with you? No, yeah, it's like, for real. It's like Indiana is like, for the past week, it was like 12 degrees, then 30, then 5, then 40, and it's like, what? Stop.
I went to Utah, and it is cold there. And like we were like in Lehigh, which is like pretty much in the middle of the mountains.
Ooh.
And yeah, dude, it got fucking cold.
Like, okay, mountains. I don't.
And we went in this canyon pretty much. There was like 2 mountains on each side. We were in the middle here, and we got out, and we were thinking like it's gonna be cold, but we didn't expect how cold it was. We're running around taking pictures and stuff and whatnot, and we're having a good time. And then almost all of us, almost all at the same time, went, "Oh my God, it's freezing! We need to get in the car now!" Because like we're all like shivering. Like, and my dad, okay, he's like the fucking super soldier. He got, I'm not even kidding you, on accident. There's like, I forgot what fucking healthcare it was, but he ended up getting this injection by accident that like makes it so that he can't feel cold.
Oh shit.
I call him the super soldier. Like he's like fucking, he's insane. He can walk out in shorts and a t-shirt and it's like 1 degree outside.
Hell yeah. And be like, fuck y'all. What's up?
But he was like, motherfucker, it's cold. We were all like, let's get in the car now. It's freezing.
Damn. Dude, to me, I don't give a fuck if it's cold, dude. If there's a mountain, I'm gonna fucking get out and walk around. You know, because dude, mountains are beautiful.
It was like it's just like we didn't all. It was almost like we were all like numb to it, like we didn't feel it, and then we're like, yeah, it was cold, but we didn't know how cold it was, and then finally, almost all at the same time, we're all just like, oh my God, it's freezing.
But what was the topic we were on now? Oh,
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Family Brizzy. But yeah, Logan Paul, to me, I don't think he deserves like ad revenue pool. I think he kind of like needs to do like community service. I think he needs to like help out the small channels, you know. Like if he's
fuck that. No. I agree. I agree that he's a bigger YouTuber. He needs to get some type of, you know,
help,
punishment. It's like I was explaining the other day. It's like Logan Paul is like YouTube's child, and they put him in timeout, and then he comes out of timeout saying he's learned his lesson. He goes back to playing with his toys and does the exact same thing he did before. So instead of doing the thing that they did before, they're just gonna ground him.
Yeah, here's the problem though. Logan Paul only got this shit because people fucking called him the fuck out for it a lot. Because if you actually, because during the whole suicide video thing, people re-uploaded it and their video got taken down, but his video was up, fully monetized.
Yeah, and YouTube wanted to take it down.
Yeah, YouTube didn't care until people were actually like, what the fuck, YouTube, en masse.
And then
so they wouldn't have done shit.
What's funny is that he was like, I'm not gonna monetize this video, but it was clearly monetized. Yeah, it's like, what, you know? And then the whole time he was laughing, because that's what made me I thought it was fake when I watched it, because the whole time he was laughing.
Real. It's like there was a dead body. I mean, like they showed the actual dead body, like you see like the guy's hands and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but like I thought,
and I'm like, I've seen enough live lead videos to know that that's a dead body.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like I thought, like, I mean, come on, dude, he's in Hollywood. You know, he could have had a purposely made dummy, you know, and that's what I thought. But then, like, I kept watching. I'm like, oh, fuck, that's not fake. You know, it's like, what the fuck?
That's a real body.
You know, I mean, like, dude, people get shit taken out because they whip out a boob on YouTube or, you know, or it's too explicit. And then this guy...
Is it kind of like what I was mentioning, like Eric from Comment Etiquette. He did an episode where he went on Pornhub and was reading comments, and in one of the ads in the corner showed like a section of a boob, and then the video got taken down.
Seriously?
Yeah.
YouTube is just... It's second to Tumblr in how fucked it is.
Fucked it is?
Yeah, just how fucked it is.
Well,
you said fuck.
YouTube is like a business, just like anything else is. If anything that's raking a lot of money, regardless if it's like, you know, because I mean, look at all the sex scandals that's been coming out. Those people have been doing sex scandals for a long time, and the company probably knows it. People knew it, but didn't say and give it two shits because that person was making money, you know.
Yeah. Do you think that there are some like Me Too stories coming from they're gonna come from YouTube?
I mean, there already have. It was like back in the day. I was watching some about
that happens like him.
Buscus. What's that one guy? He used to play with Markiplier. He was kind of British.
Oh yeah, Yami Mash.
Yeah, Yami Mash. That happened to
Yami
him.
Mash, the sex offender?
Well, like
He was in a situation with a 14-year-old.
yeah, yeah. He was.
I remember seeing that. Like, there was like, okay, so there's like half of it was like, from what I understand, half of it was like their side of it, like Yami Mash side of it was true. And then Drama Alert got involved and then just added a whole bunch of shit and said that, like, he sent nudes and stuff. And when they're like, no, we have police reports, there were no nudes involved.
Yeah, I mean, like, and plus, Yami Mash's girlfriend was, like, right there. And, you know.
Both of them were like, no, there's no nudes. There were no nudes sent.
I mean, she even said that there weren't, you know, he said they weren't.
You know, the saddest thing is though is that he's a verified channel and he's getting our number of views every video. He's getting like three like my most viewed video has 5,000 views, and that's more views that an average Yami Mash video gets now.
Have you seen Buscus' channel? He got one accusation on Tumblr, and his channel's fucked.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, I mean, there are stories out there if you look for it about YouTubers. I mean, that's why I say if you know something is fishy and, you know, you think, oh, I'm going to get away with it, you're not. I don't give a shit who you are. I mean, like, how many teachers have gotten busted having sex with 14-year-old boys? They're going to brag. They're going to go, dude, I fucked a hot teacher, you know.
Yeah.
I had a teacher who was busted for selling weed.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Have I never told any of you? Fuck.
No, you didn't tell me at all.
Straight up. This dude, like, I don't want to sound racist, but he was the most African man you could think of. He had
like the stereotypical.
Yeah, stereotypes, all of it. Like, stereotypical voice, black as fuck. He was.
Did he like click?
What?
Oh, the Uganda.
Did you do the click?
Stuff.
Did you do the clicking thing?
Nah, that wasn't. It was back in. It was like years ago, before I even met any of you. And like.
I know you were gonna say.
But like, yeah, he's straight up like. I remember him just. He was a fucking cool teacher, and one day he just wasn't in lesson. Next year, he was busted for fucking straight up having a huge ass, a fucking house that was straight up like. One level was like growing weed. One level was just storage, like like he had 2 levels dedicated to growing and selling fucking weed.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, he got busted it, and like people made Breaking Bad memes up the ass about it.
Wait, Breaking Bad's about meth, not weed.
Yeah. It's
why didn't they make a Pineapple
drug.
Express joke or something?
Well, I mean, like a teacher and
Breaking Bad was popular at the time. It was easy to make.
But the thing is, like I had a boss at one time. He was straight from Africa and the coolest guy ever, because he has that accent, and it was funny because like he'd be walking the floor, going around going. We don't. I hope this don't offend anybody, but this is his accent. I don't pay for you to work or stand around. You must work. We don't pay for you to stand around. And you know, I even looked at him. I said, "Dude, you're the coolest boss ever." Because he's funny as shit. Because then he goes up to somebody and goes, because they'll be standing there looking at their phone. They're supposed to be working, and he'll go up to her and go. So, boyfriend, sending you dick pic? And she goes, no! And he goes, well, I could understand if it was dick pic, but you need to work. And walked away, and I was like laughing. And the guy done it too. The guy was just sitting around, and he goes, you watching porn on my floor? And he goes, no, I wasn't watching porn. He goes, I saw boob. He goes, you didn't see boob. I wasn't watching. He goes, well, damn. He goes, I was gonna watch it with you, but get back to work. And he walked away. And I was like, dude, you are the coolest boss ever, you know. Because he would call people out, but he would like have fun with it. And he would tell me stories about when he was in Africa and lived there. And he said it was shit, you know, because they were so poor. But he worked hard and got enough money to actually come over here and work. And he said he's been the happiest ever since. You know, I do kind of miss that guy. But oh, and also, this is not part of the topic, but what do you guys think of the Uganda Knuckles thing?
I think it's stupid. It's stupid.
Like,
stupid but funny.
Do you think it's racist at all?
I kind of think it is, but it's not at the same time.
I saw like apparently some like Ugandan filmmakers saw the meme and they were just laughing about it. Like,
well, because it was off of the Uganda film, and they actually retweet.
Wait, is that what it's based on? That movie?
Yeah, it's based off of a movie. And they actually retweet anything they see of the Uganda Knuckles. They retweet it.
Automatically. That's the movie, the first Ugandan action movie.
I think so.
Who killed Captain Alex?
You're my queen.
You know that one, right? Though, Who Killed Captain Alex?
Yeah, I remember that one. I think it's that one. I'm not for sure, but supposedly it was filmed in Uganda.
That movie is fucking inspiring. Really, there was a movie that like they all did like literally in the middle of the one of the civil wars that was going on in Uganda, and these guys made a fucking movie. They all got together, and they all made this this movie. You know, and the dude built his own freaking computer out of the spare parts.
Yeah, that to me was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's badass. Like, we have all this shit. I have a camcorder. I have a computer. What the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? They made a film. They made a cult classic in Uganda with, like, nothing.
Dude, they made a good film in Uganda, and you're drenching a mattress in cum.
But like, I don't see it as racist because there is a lot of racist stuff out there, and really, it's the norm now. You know, like to me, like there's racists against whites and blacks and Asians and all that, and yeah, it gets unnerving, but a lot of that gets kind of swept away or forgotten or whatever. You know, it's a part of the norm now, and the Uganda Knuckles, I don't think it's funny.
Yeah, I don't either. I think it's just like it's way overused.
Yeah, I don't think it's like funny just because I think it's funny because it's stupid. You know, because like whatever they say or the whole must find the queen thing and the Ebola that was. I mean, I know Ebola's not funny, you know, but still, it's funny. Because it's stupid, you know. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's why, like, a lot of movies now are just, like, so funny because it's, like, retarded and stupid. You know.
Exactly.
But, what was the next topic I was going to do? Oh, SpaceX and the Tesla car.
I haven't seen I saw the Tesla car. Space. I didn't see it live, but I've seen clips of it.
I've seen an image and just...
So what do you guys think about it?
It's badass. I think like Elon Musk is I think the everyman millionaire, you know, because he's like he's a troll. Elon Musk is a troll. He literally made a company based on a tweet called the Boring Company, which was supposed to be for I don't even remember what it wasn't it for like taxes or something like that.
I can't remember.
It was something. It was based on like a tweet, and then he made this company, and they're like, "Hey, the company is a thing now." And then later on, they released the flamethrowers because they can.
Because it's Elon Musk, dude. Elon Musk to me is like he's like us. He don't have a filter. He doesn't care. You know, he knows he's got haters, but he don't give a shit. You know, and
he's so funny.
He is, because like he was at
he went on Twitter and was like, "I'm an alien." Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that. Everybody's like, "What?"
He is techno Jesus.
Do what?
He is techno Jesus.
He is.
No doubt that motherfucker's gonna make a way to come back from the dead. Swear to God.
Well, how in the fuck? Like, NASA was just like leaving shit in space. That motherfucker lands boosters. Just fucking boosters. I mean, at the same time. Two of them at the same time. To me, that was like, holy fuck. And to have the Tesla car play David Bowie, Life on Mars, over and over and over again. Out in space.
So badass.
You know, I mean, like, I don't know if you saw it, Nico. Go watch the launch, and when the bay opens and the car's there, you can hear the song play. It's playing in the car,
badass.
In the fucking car. It's playing David Bowie, Life on Mars, in repeat, all out in space. You know. And it's funny because somebody posted a picture of David Bowie playing Nikola Tesla, and then the Tesla car playing David Bowie.
That's so awesome.
But to me, Elon Musk is funny because, like, he was in a meeting and he's like, you know, the other day I watched my favorite movie, the Lego Movie. And everybody's like laughing. They're like, I can see the headline. He goes, yes, everything is awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Elon Musk. And the one thing he was on, not Jay Leno, but the guy in the glasses.
That guy with the glasses?
I can't remember his name, but they were looking at the charger for the Tesla. It's like automatic. It looks like a snake going up and plugging into it. And Elon's watching it, and out of his mouth goes, "Oh, that looks totally wrong." And then like he kept watching it, and then he goes, "Do you have any advice for people that get this? Like, is there? I mean, he's being for real." And he goes, "The only advice I can give is don't drop anything in front of it." You know, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, he seems like he's like I guess like you said, he's like us. Like he's a troll. Like it's so funny to see him just do these weird and crazy things because it pops in his mind and he has the money.
Well, did you hear when he was CEO of PayPal that he wrecked a McLaren F1?
Oh my god!
Like he got it with the other CEO of PayPal and they were driving it. Like he just bought the car and was driving it, and then the other CEO goes, "What can this do?" And he goes, "I'm on the top of the famous last words." I told him, "Watch this." And he goes, "I floored it, and to where the ass end got loose and was spinning on the road." And then it ended up where he was facing cars coming towards him, and it kept spinning and hit a bank and lifted in the air, several feet in the air, and slammed back down, ripped the suspension, and they actually stopped at facing the right way of the road. And the car was, like, the chassis and the engine was fine, but the car was totaled. Like, the glass was broke and everything. And the other CEO actually got out, hitched a ride, like, got out and did the hitch the ride thumb thing. And Elon waited for firemen and EMTs and all that. And then when they left and they took the car, Elon hitched a ride.
Buy a new one.
No, he didn't buy a new one. He hitched a ride.
Oh,
to the meeting.
Yeah. He does this, and then they pick him up, and then it's like, so what's your name? Oh, I'm Elon Musk. What?
Yeah. What do you mean? What? The Elon Musk? Yeah. What's up? But to me, I think it's like badass that he's done that and showed that he can do it. And like, I don't know how many times like people have like, no, you can't do that. No, there's no private company that's going to make it into space. Elon's like, bitch, hold my beer. But the next topic I want to move on from that was that Dragon Ball Super is ending.
You're like shh. Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super is ending in March.
Moment of silence for Dragon Ball Super. One of the 3 topics, a part of the Reaper podcast. We will never forget it.
But they're actually going to make a Dragon Ball movie, and the Dragon Ball series is going to go on.
I love the fact, though, like, there are only 3 topics. Metal Gear, Dragon Ball Super, and... what's the other one? I know what it is.
I forgot.
It's on your fucking wall.
Oh, Star Wars.
No. The other side of your TV.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, after Dragon Ball Super, we gotta talk about that. It's fucking fresh. But anyway,
I haven't seen this trailer for the for the new game, so I'm sorry.
Nico. Really?
Yeah. I still haven't played the first game since it came out when I was younger on the PS2.
Dude, we get to go to Tangled World. We get to go to Monsters, Inc. World. We get to go to, what's the other world? Toy Story World.
Toy Story World?
Yeah, we're in Toy Story now. Toy Story, Woody, Buzz, and all them. Monsters, Inc. Tangled, which we get to play alongside Rapunzel and the other guy. I can't remember the other guy. I don't know his name. But yeah, and you get to have 2 buddies with you, which is like, Buzz and Woody get to fight alongside you. Sully and Mike. And you can bow Mike into enemies. Dude, it's badass.
I have a Kingdom Hearts game on the DS. A friend of mine gave it to me. I still haven't found my DS because it's in storage right now, but I was like, we got it. I was like, yeah! And then we had to move. And I was like, fuck.
Well, download the emulators, dude. Now they have emulators for that shit.
But yeah.
But, anyway, Dragon Ball Super is ending, and I have not watched, What do you think about shows are coming back on that are like so small? Like they'll go for like 2 or 3 seasons and that's about it.
I love that. Because when you only have 2 or 3 seasons, that's the thing that makes an impact. And I will give you an example. I just recently saw this series, and I was telling them about this before the podcast, I think. Was it before or during the podcast? I don't remember. But anyways, I just watched the show Freaks and Geeks for the first time. Freaks and Geeks is the series with James Franco, Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, like a whole bunch of really famous people now, but were starring in the show Freaks and Geeks, and that's where they got their start. And the thing is that only had 1 season, and that show had such of a cult, following / impact that it kickstarted the careers of a ton of people. You know what I mean? And another example in regards to animation, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls, fantastic Disney series. It only had 2 seasons, and in the end of the second season, they completely wrap everything up. Everything is solved, and I mean it still leaves questions and things that haven't been answered. An opportunity for you to explore the series more and rewatch it, and find different ciphers and different clues and whatnot. And that show again had such an impact because it only had a few seasons. The Simpsons is a perfect example of a show that has too many seasons.
Oh, no shit.
it's been going on since 1989, and it is 2018, and they're still making episodes.
Yeah, I mean,
stop. Just stop.
well, like,
I'm not even kidding you. What's her name? From the original show on Tracy Ullman. Tracy Ullman is gonna die before The Simpsons ends. Okay, when Tracy Ullman dies, they need to just cut The Simpsons. They need to unplug it and then be done.
or they'll be like AC/DC and get a new front man.
Oh, but Tracy Ullman hasn't been. How long has it been since Tracy Ullman's been a part of The Simpsons?
I don't know. That's something we need to look into.
She was one of the people. She still does weird sketches on like YouTube. I've seen some of her stuff. She's dressed up as this bodybuilder in one video.
Have you seen her go around imitating Bart to everybody?
Was that the voice actress of Bart, or
I think so.
or? No, I've seen that, but she's like a Scientologist. You hear about that?
No, I didn't know about that. Did you hear about
Yeah, that's freaky.
Did you hear about Tom Cruise quitting Scientology?
Did he?
There's a rumor going around that he quit.
No way, dude. He's one of the leaders, isn't he?
No, he's not a leader. He's like groomed. Like they do everything for him. But, you know, cuz like what's her name from King of Queens? Leah forgot her name. But
She wrote a book, did she?
Yeah, she wrote a book and did a series about Scientology and how they are. And she was told
Fucked up.
when she was in, she was told that the only actor that they groom is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is the #1 actor. Like, you know, they do everything for Tom Cruise. And they even
There's
have
also rumors that Will Smith is a Scientologist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like his son, Jaden Smith, he was gonna write a book about how he talks to a fucking alien from another planet, and that he's the next savior or some bullshit like that.
Okay, Jaden Smith. What is wrong with that kid? What is wrong? What is wrong with him? He made an entire fucking song that beats Gucci Gang. I mean, you know how Gucci Gang is Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. He's running around in a Batman suit, white Batman suit, of course, going Batman, 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 Batman. Like really? I mean, dude, you're Will Smith's son. You can't like make something better, or, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna look something up on YouTube, and then I completely forgot what I was looking up.
Sorry.
That's great.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like, for me, like Dragon Ball beats the whole episode thing, because how many variations they have? They had Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Kai, Dragon Ball GT, which is not canon anymore apparently, and Dragon Ball Super. You know, that's 5 different damn shows that continue on in the series, you know. But, you know, like Gundam, of course, Gundam Iron Blood Orphans is ended in Japan, but I'm still watching the English dubs because of Johnny Yong Bosch. Fucking badass voice actor, you know. But
There's Tracy Ullman, by the way. That's what I was gonna look up.
Yeah, look up Tracy Ullman, because I think that's Bart Simpson's voice actor. I'm not for sure.
No, it's not. Tracy Ullman was the one who was original. She had the Tracy Ullman show, was the sketches and whatnot. And the Tracy Ullman show, she had The Simpsons in its like, you know, first form.
Oh, okay. Well, why was I thinking she was the... I think her name was Tracy or something like that. I'll have to look her up. But yeah, like, I don't know. I mean, what's your take on it?
Simon or
Simon,
me?
Simon.
What?
What? what's your take on like short seasons? Like, you take a show and it only runs for like 2 or 3 seasons, and then that's it.
Well, like I say, make old. If you have an idea for, if you have like episodes and shit, like a good idea for like a few episodes of a show, and at one, and like the last idea is like one that wraps everything up, make that. And if studio execs say, okay, you can make another season, fuck off. This is good enough. The fans like how it ended, so goodbye, bitch. Don't fucking run it into the ground.
How do you feel about
dying?
How do you feel about Rick and Morty's, like the way they're doing Rick and Morty?
I really hope that they go for an ending. I hope that the season 4 ends it or something.
Just don't care about Rick and Morty anymore.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of people who are gonna jump ship because of the fandom, but I'm not. You know what I mean? I've been here for too long.
It's just sometimes it's just her. Rick doesn't give a shit about life. Her funny joke.
Well,
I mean, it's entertainment. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
just entertainment.
Yeah, you know, it's a light incense and think about the meaning of life. I have a very high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. Like it's just a TV show, and I like it because it's entertainment. It's funny. I'll throw it on when a new episode comes out. When this season ended, I was like, okay, cool. We'll wait till it comes out next time. You know what I mean? Like that's it. When it ended, like when the Pickle Rick thing was a thing, I thought it was just gonna blow over. I thought it was pretty humorous. I was like, yeah, it's pretty funny. He's a pickle, and then I was like, oh, okay, next episode. You know what I mean? Like next episode, what are they gonna do next episode? You know what I mean? But when that happened, I was expecting like it was gonna blow over, whatever. And then that was the one that went. That was the one that went viral, and I was like, well, then like none of us were expecting it when we saw the episode, because like I said, it's just such a funny, stupid joke that it's like an episode that you'd probably forget, because like he's done all kinds of crazy stuff. But the one that sticks is the pickle episode. When my favorite episode was the one where they went back to the whole Rick and Morty planet,
Yeah.
The Rick and Morty cop and dude, that was badass.
But so do you think
there's so much to explore in the Rick and Morty the Rick and Morty fandom? Fuck that. No. There's so much to explore in the Rick and Morty universe that that's why I still watch it. It's like, what are they going to do this season? What kind of different things are they going to explore, and what different things are they going to do? With Rick and Morty, that's the one biggest thing about it, is that they have like an open universe and multiverse full of different things they could do.
So let me ask you, both of you, this. Is Beth a clone or not?
I don't pay attention to Rick and Morty, so I don't know. Like,
well, because like, let me bring you up to speed. This whole episode was like,
I had to get back real quick. Just continue talking.
The whole episode.
Why does it matter if one Beth is a clone? There's infinite Beths, infinite Jerrys, infinite Ricks, infinite Mortys.
But this one is like, it's really, really fucked up, because when she was a kid, Rick invented a imaginary land that she can go to. Well, she brought her friend there, and she left her friend in that imaginary place and totally forgot about it. So he's been having sex with imaginary friends and feeding off of the babies. Like, it was just messed up. Like, he was the king of this whole place. Well, she goes in there and she's like, I need to get you out. He wouldn't, so she kills him. And then they clone him and then bring him back into the real world, And she's like, I'm overbearing on everything, I don't know what to do. And Rick goes, you know what? I can make you a clone. You can leave. Go try to find yourself or whatever you need to do. Come back. I will deactivate that clone. And everything will be fine. The kids and everybody won't have to know. And she's separated from Jerry and all that. Well, when the last episode, she's like, can I ask you, am I a clone? He goes, you're not going to go Blade Runner and just run around and try to kill everybody or go postal. She goes, no. He goes, okay, then you're not. And like, she's freaking out, and she takes Morty and all them together, and she's trying to get back at Jerry. Rick is, after going there, getting a gun, an AR-15, and was going to shoot somebody.
He was to shoot the president, wasn't he?
No, he left there. Like, he beat the president's submission, but he left there, and he was going there and stopped there, had his gun in his hand, and she came out and was like doing this whole speech. I'm real, I'm your daughter, blah, 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 blah. And he dropped the gun. He goes, I was going to kill Jerry.
I love that. She's like, don't kill Jerry. He's like, you win, Jerry. You fucking win. He's like, any opportunity that I try to get rid of you, you come back.
So, like, to me, my question is, was he really going to shoot Jerry, or was he just going to come back and shoot the clone Beth? It just leaves off of a cliffhanger. That's what ticks me off. I'm like, no.
No, did you see that? Did you see that poopy hole? Did you see that one where like the short that they did?
Yeah.
The one where he's like looking in the memories or whatever of like what happened to him during like the hiatus.
That was hilarious. I mean, and that's the one thing is they never touched on either. Is Mr. Poopy Butthole real? Or
I don't think it matters. I think it's just like he is a part of it now.
I don't know. I mean, or I think Mr. Poopy Butthole is like a fourth wall character. Like, he talks to us, and he's in that universe, and he interacts with people, but he talks to us as well. He's like the Deadpool of the series.
Exactly.
But,
oh, Jesus!
Oh,
yeah, see you!
Oh, wee!
Oh, wee! See you! When I say that, whenever I try to do an impression of him, I end up sounding like Butters from South Park.
Oh, wee!
Oh, wee! Yep, that's me!
Last time I focused on Rick and Morty was back during the Szechuan sauce fucking McDonald's shit. That was fun.
So did you ever follow Rick and Morty? Did you ever watch Rick and Morty, or did you just like get turned off from it because of the fandom?
I watched a few episodes, looked it up, forgot I had safe search turned off, and saw things I don't want to see.
Wait, what?
The fandom is terrifying, and that's coming from me. I've been on Twitter for years.
And that's another thing. Elon Musk actually invited the creators of Rick and Morty to SpaceX.
Oh my god, Nico, you need to see this. You need to see this.
Okay.
Is that Flufflepuff as a fucking
pickle?
Pickle Pinky.
Oh, it's a Pinkie Pie?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
I've seen everything now.
Oh, I wish that was true. I've seen worse things. I've seen worse things. I've stared into the abyss, and the abyss set dead back and said, "Look at Rick fucking Morty."
Oh, that's nothing, dude.
Trust me, that's nothing. There's way worse shit out there.
Oh, look.
Also, Nico's with someone who gets horny.
Here's my dog, by the way.
Dude, that's a badass dog.
It looks like it can smell things that it doesn't want to smell.
He's probably smelling residue of like food.
He's probably like, I'm hungry, feed me. I smell
He already
food.
got fed. You already got fed.
See, he's smelling food. He's like, give me the food. I know you got food. Alright. Guys, this is the end of the podcast. It's awesome to have Simon and Nico back.
Can I say something before you end? Can I say something before you end? Dude, it's insane that you're hitting 100 episodes. I just remember, it's almost just like yesterday that me and you got on Spreaker and we were going live for the first time for the first Reaper podcast.
Yeah, I know, and like I was like, how am I gonna do this? And then like you're like, I can help you, and then like it just took off, you know. It went through a lot of changes, but it's gonna go. I want
to come back to the podcast. I want to come back to it. I gotta get my sleep schedule on track, and then I can start coming back to it. And yeah, dude, congratulations, Steven. I really, this is just, it's just awesome to see that, you know, the show is doing so well, you know, and that you've got that grind down. Like there was a compilation I saw when Joe Rogan hit 1,000 episodes. He did a compilation of each milestone. And it goes back to like 2008, which was like 100th episode. And then it's like 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. And you see the progression of his show until it hits 1,000. And then you see him sitting in his, you know, in his studio talking with like Alex Jones or someone like that.
I mean, I hope I can get to that, you know, that level, you know, to where it's like, you know, I can be talking to celebrities, you know, I've already talked to too, you know, so, and I just hope that I want to get David Hayter back on here, because there's some questions I want to ask him still, and because I can't remember what year, but he actually put it out on April 1st. You guys got it. You know, it's like April Fool's. Metal Gear Solid 1 remake for the Fox, from the Fox engine is going to be looking so awesome. I'm in it. I'm like, okay, now there's rumors of Blue Point doing the Metal Gear Solid remake. They're actually going to remake Metal Gear Solid.
That's badass.
So, yeah. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the movie and Death Stranding and Survive. I can't wait for all those games. So, also doing Metal Gear Survive open beta from the 16th to the 18th. I'm going to be doing that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Killing zombies.
Nice.
So, and then we'll be doing...
But yeah, like I said, adding back to what I was saying about Laptop Studios, because we're coming close to the end. Guys, like I said, this is going to be a big thing. Reaper's going to be a part of it. Ryan's going to be a part of it. We got a lot of people a part of this thing. It's going to be huge. We're going to be working on making a website for it. We already got a Twitter for it. We're going to have a Mixcloud, as well as AudioMac for music, podcasts, and then, you know, we'll have a Dailymotion YouTube for various originals. I'm not going to say anything, but watch Zacko Gaming.
I don't give a shit.
I might or might not be bringing back Zacko Gaming on Laptop Studios. Really though, if I do actually end up bringing back, I'm gonna do some just different things to it, and like.
When are we gonna do a video together?
Me and you, like gameplay? Hell yeah. We should do that, man.
Because
Laptop Studios, man. That's.
I've been trying.
Stay tuned, guys.
I've been trying to get like people to play, and people don't want to play with me.
What game?
Just games.
Hell yeah, I'll play a game with you, man.
Because I know Peter
laptop,
Witcher
you know.
is gonna be doing Survive with me, like for online and all that.
We should. Does Peter have Grand Theft Auto?
I don't. Yeah, he does. I kind of deleted it.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto?
I do, but I deleted it because it was just so much shit on my PlayStation. But once I get shit rearranged, and I beat Doom, and also Doom is a cursed fucking series.
I haven't beat it yet, so don't spoil it.
I haven't beat it yet. I'm doing Let's Plays of it. But
Dude, it's
What,
so
Doom?
badass.
dude, it's Doom. It's cursed. Don't do a video with it.
Okay, spoiler for Doom: you defeat a demon. Yeah, ruined the whole game.
We didn't know that.
Oh man.
Spoiler warning. But no, like there's
What do you
like
mean?
3 videos already that has done this to me where it's fine. I check it, play it, it's fine. I put it in my editor, it won't do it. It won't add the video.
It's probably the quality.
No, the quality is great. I mean, I've done it on Elgato. You know, game capture. And like it wouldn't do it. It would not do it. I've tried everything.
It's just not worth it to me. Like doing a Let's Play of Doom. Because I would have to get an Elgato, and I don't have an Elgato yet, so yeah.
Also, before I end this, I actually got my dad sick on Doom.
Oh, wait, he likes it now?
Well, like, me and him were back and forth because I told him I'm getting the PlayStation VR. And Ace Combat is one of the games. He loves jet games. He's like, dude, I'll play that. I'm like, you get motion sickness from a car if you read. You know, you get motion sickness when I play first-person shooters. No, I won't. I was like, yeah, you will. I go, watch me play Doom and see if you can't get sick. He was about to throw up because I was jumping around everywhere. And just killing demons. And he goes, I can't take this anymore. And got up and went upstairs, ran upstairs. Because he was about to get sick.
My God.
And also, I got my dad into Rick and Morty.
Nice.
My son actually watched Rick and Morty.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I was like, well, the story goes like this. Before I end this podcast, the story goes like this. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I was talking to my son, and Rick and Morty was on. I was about to change it. He goes, look, Daddy, Rick and Morty. I go, how in the hell do you know what that is? I watch it. I was like, where? On YouTube. I'm like, oh, God. So he went running around going, Pickle Rick, and saying all kinds of stuff. Get Swifty is his favorite thing he likes to say.
It's like, get Swifty in here. Get Swifty. Take a shit on the floor. Get Swifty.
Like at Christmas, he ran up to my uncle and went, get Swifty, and ran away. My uncle just bust out laughing and go, what the? I was like, it's from a show. You know. But like,
that's his generation, though. You know what I mean? I think that the previous generation, though, to be fair, I know there are plenty of people who grew up on like South Park and stuff. So I mean,
I grew up, dude. I grew up on Futurama, South Park, Simpsons, Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead. You know.
I love Futurama. It is probably one of the best adult animated shows of all time. It's literally the reason that I heard a lot of people say that Rick and Morty is like Futurama, and it's like the spiritual successor to Futurama, which is what a lot of people say.
To me, I don't think it's a spiritual successor. I think Futurama is the Simpson successor. Because, I mean, if you watch it and look at it, yeah, it's kind of like Simpsons. You know.
But it's not at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate it when it gets lumped into that category because it's its own thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because the animation kind of looks similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's got its own story. Like, there's so... Like, seriously, there are some deep episodes of The Simpsons, like that one where, like, doesn't his mom drive away or something, and he tries to chase the car or whatever?
I think so. I think
The
she leaves.
Simpsons?
Yeah, she leaves Homer, and like Bart chases after her. But like, I mean,
remember
yeah,
something
Simpsons,
like that. Like there's some various emotional episodes of The Simpsons, but with Futurama, you know what I mean? They're like with The Simpsons, it's kind of weak in regards to how emotional they want to get, because at the same time, this is The Simpsons we're talking about. This is the fan base is like, like they tune in to watch, like don't. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're not tuning in. You tune into Futurama, and like their emotional moments are like gut wrenching. Like when he says, like when he's talking with his dad in the they're ice fishing or whatever. Did you ever see that episode?
Yeah, I seen it.
Or like there was that one. There was the one where like he's talking with his dad, or he's talking with his mom. That one is probably one of the most brutal scenes in, I think, any adult animated show.
No, I think the most brutal scene was the four-leaf or the 8-leaf clover.
Which one?
The clover one, where.
Oh yeah, don't you
Yeah,
forget
that one.
about.
Dude, when he dug up that grave and saw that it was his nephew, that made all that success, he was like crying and was like, no, I don't want it now because that's his. He made his success.
No, but the one that fucked me up was the one with his mom. That was the one, like, it was like right before the end of the show. It was like the third to last episode, I think.
Either the third or the second.
Do you remember it though?
A little bit.
Essentially, what happens is spoilers for those of you who haven't seen Futurama. If you don't want to get spoiled, please go watch the episodes of one of my favorites. Anyways, what's happening is they keep hearing this horrible noise, and they keep shaking the earth, and it's like, doing like he realizes that he heard this noise before he fell into the time machine. So what they do is they go into his brain and they have him dream that same night. So they do that same day, and then they have the same thing. Like we've seen this one night, this one beginning episode, like almost like 7 times up to this point. So it's just like they even make jokes about that. Like this is like the 7th time we've seen this reenacted. You know what I mean? Like They keep adding different things. Like you see like what's his name in the corner, or different things. What is happening is that they were the ones who pushed him in, and then his car. He was trying to find his car or something like that. His spaceship.
Yeah.
But it was keys, and that sound is actually an alarm. And so they end up finding out that it was one of the ships with those little like dog creatures or whatever.
Yeah.
I forget the name of them, like the Blorbons or some crap. I don't know. It's some goofy name, but
just
anyways.
Nibbler.
Yeah, Nibbler. Yeah, Nibbler's species. And so what's happening is they end up finding out, but during that episode, he's trying to talk to his mom, and like fucking like everyone shows up, including Nixon. Nixon shows up. Oh, we gotta, you gotta rush us along. It's like, but I want to talk to my mom. You can talk to her later. And then what ends up happening is that they finally end up figuring out what it is, and then they get the spaceship, and then he goes, "You've saved us again, Fry. You are forever in our debt." And then he's like, "Yeah, but the thing that I wanted, I don't." He's like, "Thing I wanted, I can't get now." And then what is it? What was his name? Bender's like, "Oh man, I hated it when he gets sad like this. I'm gonna throw him off the roof." Then that night, it shows him sleeping. Like you see him in bed, and he's like kind of rolling around, and he's having a dream. He has a dream where he's with his mom, and he's like talking. He's like, "Oh, what's the use? I mean, the thing is, it's like you're just in my dream. It's not like you're really here." And then she goes, "Here's like, and that's the end of the 2001 space. It's like the Super Bowl." And she's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Wait a second, I wasn't there for the 2001 Super Bowl." And then she's like, "Wait, I don't remember that. Why am I thinking about this in such detail?" And then out of nowhere, Nibbler shows up, and he's like, That's the he goes, remember how I said that you were in our debt? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, it's not your dream, it's hers.
Oh shit.
And then he goes, make it count. And he disappears. And then he just turns around to her. He's like, Mom? And he's like, is it really you? She's like, yes, honey. He's like, I've been having a lot of dreams about you recently. And then he's like, he's going to say something to her. And then he just like, they just hug. And then like, it flashes over to like both of them. Like, she flashes back over to her, like, you know, in the year like 2000. And she wakes up and like looks at his picture and falls back asleep. And then it flashes back over to him, and he does the same thing, and then that's how they end the episode.
That is gut-wrenching. I mean,
I don't think that any other adult animated show could have pulled that off. Because here's the thing about adult animation. I love adult animation, but a good portion of adult animation is just curse words and potty humor.
yeah.
You know, The Simpsons. Yeah, I remember that one time. You remember that one time? You know what I mean? Like, or South Park, where they're political satire or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but Futurama was such a different approach to adult animation that I think that they got it right. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's not to say that I don't think that there isn't another adult animation that's probably better, because there's probably another show out there that did something else that's like, you know, even more gut-wrenching or something. But I'm talking about in regards to like mainstream adult animation on Fox. Keep in mind, again, comparative of The Simpsons and Family Guy, that's fucking huge.
It is huge. But guys, we're running out of time. Simon, go ahead and say what you were gonna say.
I say, like, a merit of a good show, no matter like the fucking genre or whatever, is if a character, like, when you can laugh and you can cry with the characters, like, on an emotional level, you are genuinely connected with those characters. Like, you know, like with fucking like Family Guy, people were just like, "Oh, that sucks, Brian's dead." But you know, people weren't actually sad. They were just like pissed off at how they killed Brian off because
he's the only good character.
It seemed like more of a fuck you move than anything. It wasn't like, oh, gonna just, you know, try and change the shift the tone of the show. They did it as, fuck you, we'll do what we want, and then
it got so much of backlash it brought him back.
Yeah, showing that they couldn't do what they want because they're actually spineless morons who just care about, you know.
American Dad's better.
But and the thing about Family Guy is, wasn't they supposed to bring back Benny in some way? Like, he was supposed to be the dog that got Brian, you know, replaced Brian.
Yeah.
He was supposed to like come back and be a recurring character, but they never did.
No, they just completely dropped him. There's just like so many continuity errors with Family Guy that's just like, I love classic Family Guy because I've been rewatching like classic Family Guy, like earlier seasons, and it's funny.
It's hilarious.
Early episodes are hilarious, you know. And plus, he's an asshole, but he kind of means well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and not to mention, well, like now Family Guy, it's more political and all that crap. And it's
he does now. So like before, like I said, he means well. He makes bad jokes and he fucks up, but you know what I mean. He kind of feels bad about things, and he's not like a sociopathic asshole. You know what I mean? Now he's just this like just scumbag of human being. It's like, you know what I mean? With South Park and, you know, different shows raising the bar. Just Family Guy keep going and going until like you watch the early seasons and it's like tame. It's like the only thing you know what I mean? Now he runs out and beats Meg with a fucking baseball bat or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's funny to see the progression, because before he's like, you know what I mean? Like the worst thing he did to Meg was make her lie for him breaking the fucking cable or something like that. You know what I mean? So that the people didn't beat him up.
Now it's just full on abuse with that shit. Like,
she's like, yeah, I'm gonna buy you a car if you don't, you know, if you lie for me. And she's like, okay. And then, you know, The thing is, though, is that like but now it's like he like makes rape jokes and he like beats her up and he like abuses her and just shit. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, where's the line? You know what I mean?
Yeah, where is the line? I think he's trying to make it too much like South Park.
One thing I liked from the earlier season was like an episode where like he genuinely showed that he actually gave a fuck about Meg. Like
as well as his other kid.
Yeah,
Chris. And also Stewie and Brian equally had some banter, and they had some funny moments, and just there was a lot of heart to it, and I just feel like he just kept going with it. He just kept going too long. He just gets cynical, and then his characters got cynical as well. Like his writing got cynical, and everything just got kind of mean-spirited and just hateful. And now we're at this point where just like the fandom as well kind of turned the exact same way. Yeah. Because I know like Phantom Strider, he was on the podcast we had him on. He was telling us that like his most hated video was the top 10 worst episodes of Family Guy, and he's like, and Family Guy fans are probably the most hateful group of individuals you'll probably find, because they were all sending him like death threats and like go kill yourselves and all that shit.
Jeez. But guys,
reacted to that one person who drew a fat character skinny. Like,
is it? I don't know.
But guys, we're gonna end this episode, and hopefully now I can get Simon and Nico back on, so we can talk more about stuff like this.
I am free frequently. I don't have to worry about other shit like being in 5 days a fucking week, so I'll be free a lot. So
awesome. So guys, all the descriptions in below. Click on them. Facebook, Twitter, my Patreon. Nico is gonna give me the link to Laptop Studios Twitter, right?
Yep.
Twitter, and it will be in the link down below. I promise.
As well as my account, so you can follow both them and get updates on when things are going to be released and what the plan is.
So, and then I'm going to try to provide whatever I can provide. Hopefully this time I can. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for being on.
Yeah.
And
congratulations on 100 episodes, man. It's an absolute pleasure to be a part of this experience. I know I've been gone for a little while, but still I've been here since day one, and it's crazy to think that you're at 100 episodes.
And hopefully more.
And hopefully more, yeah.
So, thank you guys for listening and watching the 100th episode, and there's going to be changes coming soon that will actually show video of us podcasting. I will actually do that for you guys, because
and that time I have to actually wear pants.
Yes, because we were gonna do it. To be honest, I was gonna do it, but Nico over here ain't wearing pants. Flashing us the goods.
Oh, trust me, I have a mission never to see his dick. Like, Nico's dick, I will never see it intentionally.
But guys, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Peace.